the heartbreak letters. All right, so sorry I had to go to an alternate list. I'm good about giving till 15 after.
Mm-hmm.
Just by design. Oh, who hasn't joined?
Win and Kai. I think I might go for some kind of ranger type. Those are always really fun to roleplay.
They are, and damage from a distance.
So,
All right. So we're going to start out second level.
Okay.
Now, the story setup for this, having the fact that you're second level, you've accepted a contract and you've completed it for the most part of hunting ogres. There is an enclave of mages in a south city called Jard's Landing, and if you bring them the ogre tusks and weigh them, they pay you a number of gold pieces based on how much those ogre tusks weigh. You went into the northern Wolf Hills and, sure enough, found ogres, or rather, ogres found you. They captured you, they took all your gear, or did they? This is one of the places where I give you guys a fork in the road. You can start out completely stripped and have to purchase everything, or they almost captured you, but you killed them anyway. Which is it?
I don't know. What do we start with if it's not from bare bones?
More gold.
Oh, okay. Either or is fine with me. I don't care. If anybody else has a preference.
I'm okay with starting in right.
I like extra challenge anyway.
All right, that's exactly what it is. So for 3 of the 4, this is the first time playing through this adventure. For one of you, you've done this adventure before, some of it. But for the other 3, do we have anybody that is new to the GMing, to the GM mode?
I haven't played the GM mode very much. I did like 1 or 2 pickup games, but they were pretty bare bones and not all that well done, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm going to play a giraffe.
I assume you mean a lizard?
No, I actually meant elf.
Oh.
Yeah, they did. A nimble
Honestly,
gazelle.
The female lizards, those are giraffes.
I mean, yeah, but those are designed to be giraffes. The elves are just weirdly long-necked.
It's so they can reach the good leaves at the top of the tree.
Got it.
Jeez. I think I might play a lizard because they're naturally, leaning towards that roguish type.
Now, humans do receive a bonus gold as well.
That is nice.
And it is a human.
Are you giving a campaign-specific bonus to any of the other races, or just the human bonus gold?
Human bonus gold, but other stuff can be unlocked through roleplay and good dice rolls. There's also an extra skill that you receive when you reach 4th level. That we're doing tonight. I don't do that every night, but I've run this one a few times, and I'm not going to be retiring it, but more than half done with the sequel. so I'm going to be wanting to run that. I'm
I'm
also
also
running this as a recurring campaign for my old childhood friends that I used to play D&D with back in the 80s.
nice. What is everybody else playing? I'm sorry.
I'll be playing a kind of a ranger huntsman type.
Okay.
Probably expecting some kind of magic, maybe fire. Since I'm a lizard.
The other two guys.
I'm playing Summoner.
Paladin.
Okay. Cool. Maybe I'll just be raw magic damage then instead of a spear wielder because we don't quite have that except for summoner.
Now, with the dice rolls, I've experimented a little bit, but I never had a test subject. Are you only able to do dice rolls based off of certain stats, like the main stats, or can you do them off of other stats as well? Like attribute points, I mean.
Do we want to, as a party, kind of split up like our persuasion, thievery, and all that? That way we have them all, or not worry about it?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of curious about.
Yeah, me too.
Rolling high on a persuasion check can result in a refund after shopping. Like I said, every one of the stats has at one point.
So you can actually roll based off of persuasion?
If you tell me how many points you have in persuasion, I'll tell you what we'll add to the dice roll, and it's all done on screen. My only regret is that you guys can't see it when I roll dice, and that's kind of a bummer for me. Sometimes I'll take pictures of my rolls and throw them up into the chat, but
because I'd like to put one into thievery and one into persuasion.
Makes for a nice pickpocket.
Does Lucky Charm have value in your game?
Most of the scenes that have lootable containers have been worked to be able to benefit from Lucky Charm. There's a few that don't, but they're kind of story specific, and you'll see why. Hopefully.
Okay. I think I guess I'll do one in Lore Master and one in Lucky Charm. That way we have it. I do have another question. So, in the base game, they patched it where Lore Master is party wide. Is that the case with Game Master?
It is. It is. That one has. I really like Lucky Charm. I'm a fan of it myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have one in Lore Master and two in Lucky Charm. That's what I'm going to start with since I'm an elf and I get the free one in Lore Master.
Yeah. Yep, he's made some few adjustments, I think.
Yeah, you should have a means of doing magical damage and a means of somebody should have the ability to start a fire. It's nice if somebody has the ability to put one out, but again, your mileage may vary.
I have just so you guys know, I'm going to do like a melee staff magic build. So I have one in Warfare, one in Pyro, and one in Arrow Thurge. That's what I'm starting with.
Okay. I was actually going for a little bit more of a fire ranger build because I have the dragon breath ability, which means I can put them on fire, have fire arrows, and elemental ranger makes it so I do bonus fire damage when they're standing.
All right, our cleric, cleric, quote unquote, what schools are you going?
Warfare, Hydro, and Geo.
Okay, then I'll probably just go.
Yeah. Right now I got Fortify, Restoration, and Battering Ram, so I have a knockdown.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, I'll go Arrow, Warfare, and maybe Necromancer. That way I have some physical damage as well. Since you're doing Pyro, the Huntsman.
Mm-hmm.
So Kai and Shantoni, you're both essentially mages. There's two types of wizards or magi in the Silver Kingdom: those that studied at the enclaves and are members of the Mage Guild, usually wearing blue robes, and tower mages. Now, tower mages are kind of rebels. They teach different things. The summoner's more likely to be from a tower mage. But there's also a tower mage that has war mages on the frontier, which sounds kind of like what Kai is going after.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna build a lot into crit
So,
basically, and
blue
have
dragon
some
or sun
warfare
dragon?
skills with my staff, and go in there and crit things.
I don't think there are.
And wolves, Mr. Dad, you actually kind of sound like an arcane archer.
Yeah, because I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's about right. And of course, I'm going to stick with my Germanic naming and name my character Lutz.
Nice.
I think I'll do sun
That's good.
dragon.
Okay.
I'm assuming that gives him specific RP elements and buffs or debuffs.
I don't know, but
besides
I'm gonna
destruction.
at level 4. I'm gonna pray for Phoenix Dive. So
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely in the gold dragon spectrum.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start with Mosquito Swarm, Blinding Radiance, and Crippling Blow.
Gold dragon paladins' sworn enemy are undead. They are sun paladins, so they bring the light into the dark places where evil hides.
I hope we don't have an undead.
No, the mindless undead are different than the reawakened. Now, the mindless undead are the result of powerful necromantic energy that Malzin, one of the first kings, actually he wasn't the king. That the twins were the heirs to the throne, and he sacrificed them in a dark ritual, unleashed powerful necromantic energy that destroyed the original
I
capital.
need a notepad.
Intriguing.
Yeah, so I can mark down times for highlight.
The reanimated, they're more of an alchemical process that the Mage Guild does that preserves the intellect and allows somebody to live. And I picture them more gaunt, leathery skin preserved, more like Frankenstein's. Uh, More Gollum than undead, but the game renders them as skeletons, and that's fine too.
I'm readied up whenever you guys are.
Yep, I'm good.
I'm good here too.
Somebody isn't.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Doesn't tell me who, just tells me go or no go. Now, my interface looks a lot different, so I may not see what you're seeing through the game interface. There are some differences on the GM side. The game is not without its glitches, or as we like to think, undocumented charms.
Yeah, I had to redo all my goblin spells because they were always doing something else before doing venom coating.
Yeah, this first one, I made sure.
One of the things about that the base game that really annoys me with enemies is they'll take their full turn and then they'll go invisible when they have no other actions, so you know exactly where they're at.
All right. 10 years ago, a new monarch assumed the throne. Her first decree was to free the reanimated. Suddenly, undead were citizens. Mage Guild said we'll try and work within the new regime, while behind her back they plotted and schemed. Nobles fell in with the new order, freed theirs. Some paid lip service, said that they would back the queen, but secretly plotted against her. You don't have to worry about any of the court intrigues or politics. You're not anywhere near the capital. You're out in the backwater, not too far from wine country. Wow, the Great Barrel Road is somewhere near here. Special road that was made to carry large amounts of wine up to the city of Tinder Glen, where many distilleries would make it into brandy, which would keep for a much longer time and pack much more of a punch. But the city of Tinder Glen burned to the ground, and now it's just a shell of what it once was. Now, although you're headed to Jard's Landing, the city in the south, so you can turn in your tusks and get your payday, you first have to stop in Tinder Glen to resupply, maybe get a hot meal, a bed, and a bath. Now, you're rolling into town. You should have some money here at the local bank, but you're rolling in, no gear amongst you. You'll need to shop. Good news is, there's a nice store here, one of some renown. It's run by retired adventurers. You find yourself on the edge of a village. A clearing reveals a cluster of houses and farms around a well. A few folks look up from their hovels or workbenches. In the distance, you can see the shore of Silver Lake, maybe a mile away. Looks like the bluefish are jumping. Where will you go first?
Blacksmith it is.
As you come in, a small bell chimes over the door, and you hear a dwarven woman call out from the back, "Oh, don't mind the mess, dearie, and please, come over this way. Stay away from that room over there, and nobody light a match. Come in, come in."
Seems safe.
Well, when you're in the business of making magical goods, sometimes things go a bit wrong. Pear-shaped, even. Hold up, and I'll give you your finances to work with. Help yourself to the samples you see laying about. As long as it's not nailed down.
Which one of us was the archer again?
That'd be me.
I'm not sure who he is.
You said a key real quick. Call me Dad.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Nah, I'm usually the one being called Daddy.
Interesting.
No, as in I have kids.
Yeah. I'm confused because I'm trying to figure out what. There. That's not it.
There's the human bonus gold.
Oh, okay.
And my cat is begging to be let out, so bye-bye, kid. The lizard Philip, he claps his hands excitedly. Adventurers, I've prepared a number of unguents and creams for any wounds you might accrue in the course of your adventures. If you're run through and it gets right there, you'll want to put this in there. He puts a little bottle of some sort of cream on the table. So, if you want to buy bed rolls so that you can camp outside and recover, Barrowman will be the one to sell them. Skill books and scrolls are available at Skillet Brightwell. The armor is sold by Smith Gerain. Weapons and ammo you'll find with Grissom. And Philip has all the potions.
Excuse me, Grissom. Do you also sell magical staves?
I might have one for you. What sort of sorcery do you practice?
A little bit of this and that. Air magic, some slight necromancy. Nothing crazy.
Oh, we all. He seems a little.
I like to be prepared for every situation.
Now remember, folks, you can purchase armor that's higher than your level, no penalty. But if you buy weapons that are higher level than you, you're going to have a penalty, a rather significant one, and you're likely to miss. So be forewarned. Well, the Mage Guild, they oversee the standardization of all that. But I might have a staff around here. He's winking at you. It won't be cheap.
That's okay. I'm not looking for cheap, just something effective.
There we go.
Yeah, it should be in his inventory now. It's an elven staff. I'll put it at the bottom of his scroll.
Oh.
Well, maybe you're the people to help me get a good night's rest. See, I've been staying at my grandparents' old place, and well, I've been hearing these rats up in the attic, something fierce. You can't really put a price on a good night's sleep, but how's 500 apiece sound?
500 apiece for what? What's that? The bedrolls?
Oh no, to go up in my grandparents' attic and take care of some rats for me.
Oh, sounds good to me.
I think that's a pretty good price to stomp on some rats.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So when you're ready to go ahead and take care of that, and you're all done shopping, go ahead and stand on the green rug in the front room that visually indicate that you guys are. Take your time, talk amongst yourselves if you have questions. Smith Gerain doesn't seem to speak at all. Barrowman doesn't say much. He just says, I've got the goods here. You need to rough it. And if you find any strange skins or horns or glowing body parts, you bring them my way. We'll fashion them into something for you. Work out a deal. So you have that's sort of a rolling, ongoing quest. If you come across any cool body parts, bring them back to Barrow. You will have a chance to return to this shop several times throughout the course of this adventure. So don't feel you have to buy everything right now.
That's-
More. Okay.
Remember, rope is useful as well. Should have at least a couple of those in your.
Let's see, who's it that sells though?
Barrowman has most of the supply goods. Now, there's 5 merchants and 4 players. You can only shop one at a time. Does everybody know how to shop? You right-click and hit trade. It's a little different in the GM mode.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay. All right.
I was so confused where Barrowman was because my camera was turned where he was hidden right behind the cabinet. I was like, who the fuck is Barrowman and where is he?
I like that he's the he's dressed in all black and he's standing in the only shadows in the place.
No, I agree with you. It was just funny. I was like, who is Barrowman? Where is this guy he's talking about?
I mean, seems about right for the character.
Did anybody take Pet Pal?
No.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
I don't think any of us did.
The cat seems to regard you with intelligent disdain that cats are known to do.
Damn it. I accidentally stole something, but I don't actually want to steal it. Misclicks are OP. Sorry about that.
That happens to the best of us.
I do that in the regular game all the time and piss people off just by accidentally misclicking, picking shit
Yeah,
up.
I've tried to like wedge myself in between shelves and stuff, and I've absolutely accidentally stole.
Yeah.
I sent Zoltan Cool. You have a helmet that scales with strength. I don't know if you want to use it or not, but
No, the one that I have is okay.
okay. I don't know if anybody else uses strength or it'd be good for them, but I can use it in the meantime if you want to send it back.
Who are you?
Kira.
Okay.
Wandor strength.
Hmm?
Wandor the Paladin.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure he's very strong.
There you go. You have a helmet now.
Maybe less so after you guys get baths.
Thank you.
I feel like that was an ominous hint.
Are you Lutz like from 30 Rock?
No, no.
Oh.
It's a common German name that I use.
And then Zoltan Cool is from Diablo.
Yes.
Mhm.
What about Wandor? What's that name from?
It's Sandor with a W.
Ah, got it.
Nice.
Oh, well, if you're going to be in town for a bit, you might want to head to the inn and ask about. I know they've been having a terrible time with those bandits. See, they used to just rough you up and take your gold, and then they started asking for payment, then they stopped asking. Lately, Skillet looks around suspiciously, leans in. Folks have been disappearing. Well, it wouldn't surprise me to find out they were mixed up with the slavers out in the swamp. You keep your wits about you.
Where did you say you wanted us to gather to go rat killing?
The green rug in the front room by the doors.
Clink, 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 clink.
It's a lot of armor.
I'll give you such a pinch! The musty old attic seems to be someone's long-forgotten magical study, and it seems you're not entirely alone. A twitching, rotting, ambulatory corpse lurks at the far end of the attic. The stench hits you like a punch in the breadbasket.
Hmm.
That's your plan, Ray? Casting your eyes about, you do see a few rat carcasses. They look like they've been crushed and slurped out from the inside.
Ugh.
That's disgusting.
Fear no evil creatures while I'm around.
Come here and give Gramps a kiss. At first, he seems like an eccentric reanimated, but when you see the condition of his body and the hole in his head, you realize he's not all there. He's just an undead, the kind you can put down. That tickles. Come here.
I'll tickle you.
Mm. It's a good thing you've got all that armor.
Yeah, Gramps hits like a truck. I'm warm.
If only you were cozy. Probably rough and all that lack of flesh.
All right. Gramps was on fire when he died. His corpse, half full of rotten flesh and embalming fluid, continues to burn long after it should, finally leaving a foul smell in the air. Looks like he tried to embalm himself and make himself into a reanimated, but it didn't go quite right. He had grave dirt in his hands and under his nails. It looked like he pulled himself out of the grave, came up here and he'd been eating rats.
Why would he want to be reanimated?
Who knows?
Eternal life?
Eternal undeath? I don't know if I'd quite call that life.
You do get the sense that he's at peace now, so he won't be coming back.
Well, that's good.
You guys all done looting up here?
Seems so.
Yep.
Oh, you smell terrible
Well,
and familiar.
what had happened was we ran into, rather than a bunch of rats, they were dead rats with an undead Gramps, so to speak.
Oh,
That thing was disgusting.
was he up there again? Well, we put him in the ground twice. He just keeps coming back. I do hope you burned him and put him out of his misery.
We did indeed.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you
he
so
burned.
much. And were there rats? I could have sworn there were rats.
Dead rats. He had eaten them all.
Well, that's worth a bonus. So there, you got 750 instead of 500.
Nice.
By the gods, I do hope you'll be catching that bath soon.
Me too.
So if you guys are ready to head to the inn again, green rug when you're done shopping, you'll have a chance to come back here. It's
Do any
easy
of-
enough to make money on this campaign.
Yeah, I figured. Do any of the traders have the ability to identify? Mine's not high enough to identify that robe we just got.
Just throw it on the floor and I'll identify it. You're in a place where that's free.
Okay.
There you go.
If you don't need those, I could
Oh,
take
plus
them
one
as a
summoning.
chest piece. Oh, plus one summoning. Nice.
Wow.
Hey, Zoltan, check out this shield I have.
Yes. Oh, that's a nice shield. Yes. Thank you, Wanda.
Zoltan, you want to trade me your chest piece for that plus one summoning one?
Who is it?
Kira?
Okay. This one requires 11 strength. Do you have
Oh,
strength?
nope, I don't have 11 strength. Never mind.
Okay.
That's cool.
Now, if you ever make a mistake and accidentally level up wrong or something, or you need to swap out something, I can do a minor respec for you. It's no big deal.
All right. If you're not going to use the summoning chest piece, I can use it until I get a better one.
Sure thing.
If you want it, obviously, you can use it. I'm just, if you're not going to use it.
No, you can have it for now.
Pickled duck. Doesn't sound very appetizing.
Welcome to the Pickled Duck. Here you'll find meals and lodging. Next door are the Copper Kettle Baths. Special tonight is hutch eggs, a specialty in parts west of here. Hard-boiled duck eggs, wrapped in rabbit and pork sausage, and fried in duck and bacon fat. 3 for a silver piece, and they come with scape mustard. Rooms are 2 gold a night, or sleep outside. I'd say there's one in every crowd, but it's not statistically true.
I can't actually sing, so I hope you're not actually expecting that.
No, we rely on dice. But I'm gonna take you on a tour around the bar first. We're gonna go counterclockwise, starting at this table with the couple here, having an awkward Tinder Glen date. She hasn't touched her pumpkin soup. He appears to be in ill-fitting borrowed clothes. They don't have much in the way of conversation going. There's no chemistry there. There's an unoccupied table behind them. You guys could take that if you want. Oh, she motions to Kira. She's like, "Do you want some pumpkin soup? I don't have any appetite."
I'd love some, but I actually sat here because you look uninterested in this man. May I ask why? And I'm just being blatant and obvious with him sitting there.
Well, he's a city guardsman, and he arrested my ex. That man had justice coming to him, and I was what was going to deliver it. Sorry, it's my job. He puts his head down.
What did he do wrong?
He was breaking the shutters off of the old abandoned distillery.
Did he say why?
He was drunk. Sorry, it's true.
So how bad is the sentence for a drunkard?
Well, he'll spend 2 nights in jail. He'll be out tomorrow.
And excuse me, miss, why was he your ex prior to being arrested?
We haven't dated in some time. Just I'm not feeling this. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
This guy seems like a right, upstanding gentleman, even if a little gruff. I think you ought to give him a shot.
He smiles. He's only missing 1 tooth. So sitting at this table behind you, you can overhear the dwarf and Caleb. Caleb's dressed like a postulant knight, somebody who wants to get into a knightly order, hasn't yet. And the off-duty livery smacks his hand on the table and goes, "It's the 2nd one this week. Why, if I lose another wagon, I'll be tits up by winter." Caleb offers, "Well, we could probably go by the old custom and pay somebody to take care of these bandits." Over in the corner, you see a reanimated person weeping quietly at the piano. And in the other corner, warming their feet on a bearskin rug, appear to be 3 conspirators trying not to draw too much attention to themselves. You catch little snippets of their conversation, something about distillery and discretion.
And of course, one of the only non-humans, I sit with the other wizard.
He goes, "Why are you hanging out with humans?
More money in it.
You know, east of here, they string us up, set us on fire.
And why do you think I'm not east of here?
I'm heading west myself, brother. I hear there's a volcano there where, well, some of our kind have gathered. Maybe I'll see you there."
Might be worth a look.
I
Now,
walk over.
if you really want to sing for your supper, you can get on the stage and we'll have you make a performance roll.
Is this the stage up here?
Yep.
I want to
All
talk
right,
to
I'm on
Orin.
it. I do a dance too. Here's my dance. Let me see if this adds anything to my performance.
Do you have persuasion?
No.
Well, folks do like a show. There hasn't been any entertainment here in a while. We'll give you +2.
Nice.
If you roll over a 12, your room is free.
Ooh, 13. Woo!
Oh,
Not enough to get money thrown at you, but
All right, my free food is technically money thrown at me.
well, brother, I'm going up to bed. Maybe I'll see you out west. And Galang taps you on the back, goes on his way.
I would like to buy a round for the conspicuous people over here in the corner.
They accept it graciously, offer you a chance to sit down.
All right, I sit down and I say, I don't mean to be forward, but I heard you guys talking about the distillery. I heard a man was arrested there the other night for tearing shutters off. Did you know anything about that?
Well, there's a fungus infestation in there, truth be told. The type of fungus, when you eat it, you go a little barmy in the head. The dwarf pipes up. Right, and if the wrong type of creature eats it, well, it changes them. Eats away at their brain, turns them into something like a zombie.
Sounds awfully conspicuous.
We'd be obliged to any discretion you could show in helping with that. We'll pay you. We'll pay you each. Well, 1,500.
1,500. Sounds
If you,
dangerous. Are you sure 1,500 is adequate?
I'm pretty sure it is, but it's got to be done tomorrow. We're on a timetable here. We want to get it operational.
I'll make you a deal. We'll do it if you throw in a dress that looks just like yours. Which I don't think elves can get since they have specific armor, but
I'll do my best with that request.
I'll go touch base with my compatriots and we'll get on it. You said by tomorrow?
Yes, please, with discretion.
I can do that.
hey, Kyra, I heard something over there about some girl. What you talking about?
Well, first of all, the lady behind you, her ex-boyfriend was arrested for trying to break into the distillery while he was drunk. Come to find out, the people in the corner also need the distillery cleared out because there are people trying to break in and eat this fungus that turns them into something similar to zombies.
Interesting.
Dwarven liveryman sits
I'm
down.
interested.
What was that?
Dwarven liveryman from the next table sits down at your table and says, "How do you feel about giving us some ears?"
I'm sorry, what?
I think he means he has some work for us.
Bandit ears. We'll pay you for them.
Hey, I have no issues killing bandits. I think that they're pretty terrible people, so let's do it.
I don't say why
Money's
not.
money.
150. But you got to get at least 5 before you come back here. Can you do that for us?
We'll have 10.
Oh, I like your ambition. We'll throw in a bonus if you can tell us where they're operating.
Perfect.
Sure thing.
Doesn't sound too hard. And I do hope that distillery is going to end up paying out.
They say it'll be 1,500 per for the job done.
I'm gonna try to recruit Orin.
Oh, I'm not ready for such responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm more of an administrator.
No, into my order, and to be a follower of the Sun Dragon.
Oh, I respect the law of the land and the religions. I'm currently unaffiliated. I think the Order of the Rampart prefers you not join the church, and I think Rampart is where I'm headed. He names one of the four major knightly orders. The Order of the Rampart usually heads to the frontier and mans battlements, keeping giants at bay so the kingdom can be safe.
Well, there's nothing wrong with protecting the kingdom.
But I'll let Wandor make a dice roll, see if he's particularly persuasive in his proselytization.
I like your Mass Effect references over here.
Oh,
But yes, a young lad like you could do good getting started early in our order.
why, I think you're right, and I should probably accompany you and learn the ways of a paladin from you.
I would be truly humbled.
Well, he knows how to swing a sword, at least.
Remains to be seen. I'll go
Hey,
talk to your
Oren,
companions. Hello.
welcome to the group.
I'm a little nervous. I hear that
Hey,
fungus
bro.
is well, we all know about it. They just want discretion. They want to open the business right away. We don't even have any wine to process, but get that barrel road operational again, and maybe this town can, well, maybe it can come through this spot of bad luck that it's had.
Is it me or did Wandor sit down really close to him?
Maybe that's part of the Paladin Order code. I don't.
Don't
There
waste
is
space.
there is but one gold dragon, therefore there is.
If there's money involved, I can guarantee it'll be cleared out quickly.
Oh, I hope we're talking about the distillery.
I don't know. I don't know if you care, but I thought it would be funny. I actually went and bought 3 mugs of beer and put them on the table next to these 3.
Nice. Well, they drink them throughout the night.
Oh no!
So I found this old dusty bottle of wine. What do you guys want to do with it? I heard wine's good when it ages.
Turn it up, obviously. I mean, drink it.
Well, if the cork is still sealed, then yes, it might be good, but not all wine ages well.
I'll take a quick screen cap of that. So this is the 26th time I've run this campaign. No one has ever tried to convert Orin to Paladin.
Oh, interesting.
One other party did convince him to go with them, but he stayed in town afterwards. We'll see how this is new territory. All right. So you guys have actually just picked up a couple of quests. You hear from some of the other patrons that the reason Clavicle is so depressed is there was a couple of musicians that used to call this bar home. Your performance got people talking about it. A dwarf and an elf. The elf sang and played the lute, and the dwarf also sang and played drums. And the two of them were quite lively, and everybody was happy to be here. It's been really quiet and sad since he left. Clavicle was their manager. He tried to hire some adventurers to accompany them to the city of Dagar, to the west of here, and he was unable to meet their fee, so they didn't accompany them. Well, it's probably a bad fate that they fell. They're rumored to be dead, and Clavicle, he weeps because their bodies have gone unburied. He just wants them to have a proper burial. Now, the way resurrection magic works and cosmology of this world works, you can bring back the recently dead with a scroll or a spell. But if the bodies have been very, very badly mistreated, there might be no coming back. So you guys have a couple of quests. You have a rolling quest of bandits. You get enough of them, you can turn in their ears for a reward. You can go clean out the distillery, or you can head off into the wilderness in any direction you like.
The distillery is time sensitive.
The distillery is time sensitive and it's local. It's still right here in town.
But I think
And
we're
it's quite
probably
a lot of money.
we're probably weary from being having all our stuff stolen and traveling.
Yeah, yeah. So you catch a night's rest, and then head to the distillery in the morning.
Yeah.
Distillery or magic? Yeah, distillery.
Okay.
I will be right back really quick.
Okay. So we'll wait till he gets back and let you guys read that. Does anybody else need a bathroom break? We could all take one now and it'd be convenient.
Good.
I'm good for the time being.
Well, I'm going to go get myself an adult beverage. I'll be right back.
Okay, I am back.
Azmo went to go grab a drink. He'll be back momentarily.
Okay.
I have returned.
Did you bring
All
my
right.
little paladin in training with us?
I think he is.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, he is.
Hmm.
So go ahead and light these up. No, that's actually kind of good news. You lit those, and it forced one to drop from the ceiling that was hiding above you, waiting to drop on you. So you lit both braziers and flushed him out. That's the good news. The bad news is he's pretty close to the bottom of the stairs there. It looks like the heads are collapsed on these spiders, and in the place where their brain used to be is a slightly phosphorescent slime mold.
Yeah.
Also, I don't mean to be like question the way you're doing this, but wouldn't you want the ranger to be at the top of the stairs? I don't know if he's moved already, but I feel like it just put him down there at the start.
Did you guys spawn that way on? Like I don't
I
have.
think it's fun that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
spawned over there.
relocate. Let me relocate you guys, okay?
I know it may not be that big of a deal, but like,
Well, it's just a spawning.
The thing is, that's more likely to happen when I have an NP party because it screws up the. It basically offsets the formation shape that you guys are going to take.
no, that's cool. I just wanted to. I just like if we end up in a big fight that might be dangerous, it might make or break the fight. Is all.
Is that there? You go.
So you said they basically got this ooze thing instead of like their brain or head.
Yeah, there's some strange proto undead. And when you hit him, it looks like flammable liquid actually leaks out of his thorax.
That's the thing.
Useful.
I don't think we were tasked to burn down the distillery though, so we may want to be careful.
We must
That's
destroy
so
these unholy
awesome.
creatures, Orin.
The fact that there are actually bugs skittering on those webs is both awesome and disgusting.
I wonder if they pop.
They plump when you cook them.
Wow, 2 misses? That's brutal.
Higher level weapon.
Oh wait, do you have a weapon that's higher than your level?
Yeah, so slightly more miss, but it's a lot of damage if it hits. It's actually about 3 or 4 times the damage of my other one, so.
You'll grow into it?
Yeah.
Hey, that's the roll of the dice.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that thing's fast.
This one, she actually begins spooling this mass of webbing underneath her. And she doesn't have a slime mold growing where her brain used to be. She has full on, slightly glowing purple mushrooms growing out of her head. Definitely infested.
Definitely something we want to kill. Now I understand why they're paying us so much.
All right, I rolled a dice roll, and I rolled a 13. It's not a direct hit, but she does throw webs up onto the second floor near you guys. They splash against the wall and spill all over the brazier.
Disgusting. I
Thank
really
God I
wish you
moved
would
out of
have
that.
What was that?
I just said, thank God I moved out of that.
I think she wants us to stick around.
Orin says, I'll hold the ground here.
As the spider gets close to me, she just glares at it, hits it with a bring it on kind of movement with her hand.
Maybe not the best idea.
So Wandor, you see that one that is dead in front of you? Its spinnerets begin spasming violently.
Ooh.
It deposits a little bit of web. From beyond the grave. Orin looks back over his shoulder, points at with his sword at the incarnate, and goes, That thing's on our side, right?
Yes, Oren, don't worry about it. I control it.
I told you I was more of an administrator. Filled out requests for armor and weapons.
I holler across the room, don't worry about it, we'll teach you how to be a real warrior.
You say that, and he smiles. He's distracted as the spider moves.
If you knock this one's armor out by me, I can knock it down.
Your request has been filled.
Yeah. She coils down to try and leap, but apparently that takes more brain power than she has remaining after her infestation. She reconsiders and just walks up the stairs. I rolled a 5.
Nice.
Now she rolled a 22 the one time, and I actually dropped her right on top of the party on top of the stairs.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was crowded.
Does the incarnate provoke scale with whatever typing of damage it does?
For what?
Like if it's doing magic damage, will its taunt be based
No,
on their response?
it's still based on physical.
Orin just killed one. He looks behind his shoulder as approval for approval.
Nice job, Oren.
Good job, Orin.
And then the spinnerets spasm afterwards, and since there's fire, it just begins covering him and spraying more webs.
Oh god.
So he's got like burning, melting webs sticking to him.
Ow, that's really unpleasant.
I imagine it is.
He steps out of the way.
Oh, not even a scratch.
Can't hit you without hitting it. Or can't hit it without hitting you. Yeah.
My character sighs. Why is it always giant spiders?
Fear not the fire when you follow the sun.
That's a very noble sentiment, but I think it still burns.
Not when you still have magic armor.
No, I told you.
It only burns if you think it burns.
Wow. This is the least nimble spider I've ever run.
Jeez.
I just think I break your campaigns.
No, man, we're having a good time. It's all right. No, I just rolled badly on the dice. Campaign's working fine. I love the sound effect for flesh sacrifice.
I think it's one of the best ratios too, to be honest.
It's not bad.
Orin, no.
Orin.
You can take it, Orin. Don't worry. I think he's gonna die, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
no.
he's definitely going to die. I almost feel bad.
I've got your back.
Our god is an awesome god.
The only gods that truly exist are the magics in the world. Was that Necrofire? Oh shit.
Oh, he played Curse. Yeah, Curse Blood. Oh,
That's all I got, sadly.
Orin's about to get messed up by regen.
Or not. Ugh. Careful walking around in that.
oof, Orange took a lot of damage.
Nicely done, guys. Everybody leveled up there.
Your spider was disgusting.
Thank you.
Just so you guys know, I'm trying to let you guys drive more of the story since I've ran this before.
Appreciate that.
Alright.
Which is why I cost you like 10,000 gold letting you drink the wine.
Now that those spiders are dead, maybe we can investigate the rest of the distillery.
I think we need to burn out all this webbing to help get rid of the infestation.
Be careful not to burn down the
It would
distillery itself.
probably help.
There's a lot of wood around.
And a lot of alcohol.
Sounds
Oh.
like a good Friday night.
Wood and alcohol.
Be careful. It appears somebody placed a few mouse traps lying around.
I wonder if I can clear the webbing with this.
So I'm going to go ahead and have everybody make a roll. Does anybody have a really high intelligence or lore master?
I have lore master and intelligence.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and give a total of +3.
Yeah, I have a 15 intelligence and 1 lore master, so
Oh.
Well, that was weird.
got a 15.
Huh.
Okay.
Wait, did I just roll 20?
I saw the 20, and then it flickered away. It happens. There's
Oh.
bugs. Don't worry. Wait, everybody rolled really well. Nice, nice. All right. So, looking at the bodies, you realize that that fungus is not native to this plane. That fungus comes from another dimension.
Oh shit.
That's why they leak foul fluid. That's why they don't have any kind of self-preservation. That's why when her body is seriously wounded, it turns to necrophyte.
I walk up to Zoltan
Another
Cool.
dimension fungus.
Zoltan Cool, why is it
Yes,
that
I-
these from other dimensions are always trying to fuck up our world?
I don't know. Maybe they got bored and want to do some things other than wandering around in that realm.
Orin comes down and says, "Well, the legends say that eventually darkness wins. So we
That's
should
why we're
light
here
every
to spread the
candle."
light, Orin.
Darkness is only a matter of perception.
We're going to need to get a priest in here. So when you guys are all done looting here, go ahead and gather by the braziers that Orin lit, and that way I'll know that you guys are ready to go.
Also, is it too late to take Pet Pal?
What do you want to get rid of?
So I'd have to get rid of one, because we did level up and I did get a talent point from it.
Then you're perfectly welcome to take Pet Pal.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to have.
Because Pet Pal is a very interesting skill.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have Orin come over here to the braziers with me, and pray and try to cleanse this place.
So Lutz, you see that there's looks like there's a place where some kids have actually been playing down here, and they set up a little target range. So it looks like they did that before the infestation took place.
Well, hopefully before.
That's right, we pray. Pray. We got to pray just to make it today.
Does anybody want the stuff in my inventory? I have pants and a chest piece.
Orin has the spirit. He rolled a 19. Congratulations, you made an NPC into a paladin.
What a baller.
Oh, I'm gonna teach him skills and train him while we're on watches and stuff.
He says, I learned this.
What does he have to do? Curious now.
Isn't that interesting?
Nice throw, dude.
Hey, Wandor, you gonna use that crossbow?
It's all yours.
All right, so you guys all set to get out of here?
Yep, I cleansed, I don't know if it matters, but I cleansed like the blood that was on the ground, the oil, and the webs.
Awesome. It does. If you guys basically clean the place, burn everything out, burn out the infestation, then they give you a bonus. All right.
That's good. More money for me.
Money, 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 money.
I come back and sit next to my girl.
Did you handle that with discretion?
That depends. Did you handle the issue about my dress?
Couldn't find one in your size, dear, but hopefully this will cover the difference.
We cleaned out the infestation as well as the creatures that were causing it.
I know, we were watching. After we paid the drunk to pry off the shutters.
Knew it. I knew it.
So cool.
With my money in hand, now it's time for me to get some alcohol.
So you guys drink and have some revelry.
So, do you guys want to stop adventuring and take over the brewery and retire?
Isn't that cute?
Sounds like a good side venture.
Orin says, we can't wait. We can't stop. There's still evil out there. We must go.
Yes, Oren. Yes, I agree with you 100%.
So, are these two still on a date here this morning, or are they just still here because it was created as such?
They're still here because it was created as such. That one's actually gone people have been a wingman, ordered flowers for the guy, talked her into hooking up with one of them and telling him to take a hike. It's gone a few ways. I usually just say happy things happen off camera. Keep it PG-13.
That's cool.
Wasn't there like a magic shop first to hit up?
Yeah, you guys are going to hit that before you leave town, I'm sure.
I asked the Eternal over here if he minds. I don't remember what they're called in your campaign. I'm sorry.
Reanimated.
reanimate it. If he minds if I take a shot at the piano. I don't know if I'm any good, but let's give it a shot.
You're welcome to play the piano. I just murder music. He goes back to weeping. So I'm gonna
anything we can do to help cheer you up, lad?
just give those boys a proper burial when you find bodies.
Will do. Then I come over here and I whisper to the Lutz and I say, though I won't be burying them, my fingers are way too pretty for that.
All right, I'm gonna drop you guys in the shop again. I'm gonna get Oren some gear too. Looks like he's staying with the party, but it's gonna take one more persuasion check to get to leave. You'll find out why.
New skills, yay!
I did get leadership now, if that helps at all.
Right on.
I'll be honest. I think leadership was way better in the first game than it is in this one.
I agree.
So this is the point of the game where I ask, is everybody having a good time?
Oh,
Yeah, it's cool so far.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
It's a little different. GM mode is a mixed bag. It depends the group you're with, the GM, the adventure. If any two of those three is in good shape, it's usually a good time. I think we're rocking all three tonight. I hope. You folks seem nice enough. Oh, careful over there, dearie. It sometimes goes off.
Are you sure that's safe?
Now, what that exploding room is actually a puzzle.
It
There's
doesn't
one way
look too safe.
It's one way to put it out, and it's not the obvious way. Oh, if somebody could figure out how to put that out, I'd give them $1,000 on the.
Yeah, I have a charge now. I love being a mage with warfare skills. I think it's so cool.
Let me think.
Oh,
Hey, last, can you breathe fire?
yes. Ah,
Looks like a little extra
That
fire is
actually
actually burning it out.
would you look at that?
Interesting.
It's still a little nasty in there.
Oh, it's getting better though. At least you put out the. Yeah, a lot of people try rain or the water barrel, but the way to put out that fire is more fire.
Wait, what? That chair disappeared.
It's because I was deleting the gas trap when you threw it there.
Oh, I see.
landed right under my delete cursor. Oh, pro tip: a way to create a self-replicating fire explosion is use the gas or use the cloud tool to create poison and 2 poison traps, and then have candelabras at either end of a hallway, or they will continue to light each other and relight each other.
Oh, by the way, I think my wall, something is wrong with my wand. Like when I use it like that, there's no fire on the ground, and it seemed like it shoots out a poison.
Ah.
Yeah.
Would you be willing? I actually.
Can you do something with that?
I don't know that that's a, I don't think that's a. See what I can do. It's level 4. Says its damage type is fire and provides fire resistance. What would you like to look up?
Would it? Sorry. Go on. Sorry.
I don't know why it's not doing fire damage. So I was wondering.
Yeah, in the main game, they put effects on the ground when you attack with them.
Yeah. But let me try it on you. Oh, it says fire damage, but there's no fire when I use it.
I'll look at it afterwards, but you may have found a bug I overlooked.
You said you could do a minor respec. Is there any way you would? I realized the whole reason I wanted pyro was for the skill that lets me ignite my weapon and attack with it. So can I get rid of my necro and go pyro?
Okay. I'll cook you up another wand since you're a summoner and you need to be able to fire on the ground. But
Okay, thank you.
let me take care of his respec first. So just lose. You're going to lose Mosquito Swarm, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Just lose
Okay.
that and add the pyro, and I'll buy skill books.
It is not letting me make changes to your combat abilities. Usually, skills is lit up and it is blank.
Interesting.
So that's 2 bugs we've seen tonight. You're right, Wayne. I do blame you. Just kidding. I'm even going to post a picture of that in the chat because I've never seen this before.
Oh wow.
That's a bummer.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Well, no, I think what we'll do is we'll do something a little cheesy, but it's all right. No, I can't do that either. Never mind. Yeah, I can't do any of your civil abilities, combat abilities. Just your attributes. That's the only thing I can change.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a bummer.
I'll just put a rank in it later or something.
Yeah, man. That's unusual. Usually I have full access to all that, and for some reason tonight, I'm gonna see if it's with that for everybody or just you. It's everybody. Well, that stinks. I guess no respecs tonight. That's a new bug. I've never seen that show up like that in G.
I just totally forgot. Like originally, the reason I wanted pyro because I'm going like a combat mage or whatever,
Yeah.
and I wanted to get the what is it, spark flint or whatever it's called.
Have you ran since the hotfix?
When was the hotfix?
Yesterday, I think.
No, I haven't ran since the weekend.
Maybe they changed it.
Well, that's a crappy change.
Yeah.
No, I know the hotfix messed up some stuff.
Well, when they had that big patch month and a half ago, it put bathtubs in places all over my map. I'm not I don't know what it was. It was like there was a sale at Home Depot, but there was bathtubs everywhere, on top of people, on top of treasure. It was nuts. Outside of the map, hanging out in the back, it was annoying. And it changed all of the lighting. It like took away storms. It turned all the distillery. Everything was lit. It was bright as sunshine in there. So I went in and fixed it up. There was tons of them. So no, this is a new one.
Anyway, I'd like to speak with this cat.
Ah,
I did take that, pal.
you did.
Oh, that start the fire.
Cat
Natural.
says. Cat says. You need to be careful out there. There's bandits. They're not just bandits. Some of them are sorcerers. Some of them are. Well, he's training them. So good luck.
You're a cat. How do you know this?
Wasn't always a cat.
That sounds like an unfortunate existence.
Well, being a cat, I can reach places I couldn't reach before.
Oh. I don't like where that's going.
Orin says, that's disgusting. Cat says, I mean like the top shelf.
Orange, get your mind up the gutter.
Right.
Orin, you're supposed to be a
Well,
pirate.
thanks for the warning.
I'm working on it. So the cat's not interested in accompanying you, but he does have information from time to time. All right, everybody ready?
Wait,
hold on
aren't you
one
going to give me a new fire one?
Oh, that's right. Thank you. And that could be a bug from the hotfix too, then I'm thinking. You haven't had any problems with the wands before. Oh, man, I don't
By
want
the
to
way,
take this one.
the armor that I have, it only has physical armor. Is that a normal thing?
Yeah, that sounds normal. Hang on. One thing at a time.
So since I wasn't able to put that point in pyro, it was okay because I found somebody selling a robe that has 1 point of pyro on it.
Convenient.
I am glad to hear that. It's not as high level, but it's free. It's on the ground.
Thank you.
Yep. See how that one works.
Oh, that
Okay,
works.
thank goodness. It wouldn't have surprised
you.
me if butterflies flew out of it. We're having some interesting bugs tonight. So, you guys can head to the west, up the road to Dagger, maybe find the dead musicians, missing musicians. You can head south to the Ash River Bridge because that's where you hear the bandits are. That's like the border to their territory. It's that Ash River. Or you can head east into the wilderness for no good reason at all.
Let's go hit some bandits first. There's probably some money to be had there, and who doesn't want to kill bandits?
Yeah.
Well, as long as we're not heading east, I think I'm fine.
Premonition.
No, I spoke with another lizard. He gave me a warning.
Oh, I heard there's a manky old crypt out that way. It says. I'm running this as part of the recurring campaign. Needs a respec. I don't want to make any changes to it until after that session. They're finishing the adventure tomorrow. And if you make changes on a saved game, it screws things up.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ah, boy. The Ash River cuts a path through the rocky forested countryside. Up ahead, a rope bridge makes the crossing. But what is this? Someone has spilled oil all along the path to the bridge. What fiends would do such a thing? What will you do about it? Look homeward, Angel. All right.
I'd say my eyes are better than yours. Let me take a look. I would like to roll to see what I can see.
Oh,
With my
everybody
elf
everybody
eyes.
wants to look. And it's cumulative to make one roll. Now the dice are.
I got a 20. What's
I
that?
see that. We're going to keep that one.
The 24. I've got a lot of weights.
I have left 14 wits, I think.
Are you sure you have lots of wits? Because from where I'm standing, you're lacking it.
Bam. Burn.
Have you ever wanted an arrow in your back?
I prefer other things in my back.
Maybe after a few more drinks. So I'm going to get rid of most of the smoke that's hiding visibility over there because of all the good rolls. There you go. Looks like there's some bandits clad in red. They don't appear to have noticed you yet either.
Well, it doesn't look like a very smart decision to walk across.
Ah, it only takes one of them.
Though, I do see a tree by the side. Maybe one of us could sneak across, get the drop on them.
How many people
That's
do you
in-
think these bandits have killed?
You
Doesn't look
notice,
like it's possible to cross that tree.
you notice the Redbird Archer motions and points. She thought she saw something.
Stay back.
Ah!
Well,
Are you
Orin.
bandits?
You are fools! We're more than bandits. We're the New Order. And you're old news.
You look dead to me.
Talk to me after you get through my armor.
Challenge accepted.
Ooh. Can you teach me how to do that?
I think I've got something that's gonna put an arrow in their ass.
I heard you didn't want to see anymore. Let me help you with that.
Hey, I hit both of them.
Nice job,
Good
Orin.
work, Orin.
Keep up the good work.
Which one was telling me about his armor?
Oh, the Rager, the Berserker. Oh, that one was talking smack and he's dead.
I point my staff at the Rager and I say, armor doesn't do much for a blind man.
I can still hear ya.
We'll work on that next.
How well does he think you'll hear with an arrow through each side of his head? Hmm?
We seem to be clustering for them. Ooh. I bet my ranger's better than your ranger.
You'd be betting right.
Don't miss, big boy. Didn't I just say don't miss? You and your companions seem to not be able to aim very well.
Thanks for saving me the work of coming after you.
Enough talk.
Much appreciated.
Where's your weapon, big guy?
The big guy's atrophied. He can't attack.
I know, that's why I said it.
I don't like your kind. Heroes.
You don't like your kind. Shirtless guys with eye patches.
Sir, we are no mere heroes. You are facing a paladin of the sun.
And his squire.
Did you hear that? A paladin of the sun and some such nonsense.
Wow, that guy has 1 HP.
Had.
Oh my god, were there 5 bandits? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 5th?
Yep.
Oh my god, 10 ears. I promised the guy 10 ears. Look at that.
Didn't he want one specific ear?
Yeah, just the lefties.
Oh, what an asshole.
Well, he has to know which ear it is. Okay, will be archer.
Orin says, "My place is here in Tinder Glen. I'm gonna stay behind. My little brother's here, and I have to look after him after Ma passed. I hope you understand."
Sounds like another young paladin in training to me.
Oh, he's a handful. Thank you. All right. Let you guys loot around a bit.
I just realized I have Lore Master and didn't pick up a spyglass. I probably need to go do that.
Oh, look what I found. Let's split this up.
Oh, nice.
I looted everybody and sent people some shit.
It looked like they've been making a tidy sum off charging people a toll at this bridge.
Wonder if we could find any clues to see where they came from.
Wandor, I sent you 12 potions. You may want to divvy those up. I also sent you a 2-handed axe that's pretty powerful. I know you're using a shield, but
So it looks like they have 2 bases of operations. A strongly fortified headquarters to the east of here, and a secondary base to the southeast of here. But they've also been running up and down Barrel Road, causing a great deal of problem that travels it and lives on it. So you guys all done looting around here? Did you want to head back to town for one more shopping trip before you get too far?
probably. I need to grab a spyglass. I forgot to grab one.
Okay. And I know you guys
Alright.
found a little bit of money.
And some things to sell.
Whoa. And this is where I usually call the first AFK break, and I'm going to take advantage of this and take care of some dogs, run around the house, lock the doors, shut down the power, shave the chickens. I'll be back in a few. You guys can talk without me around.
Oh my god, I'm so upset. The robes that I bought are the same robes I just picked up off that guy.
Oh,
The only shitty thing about being a warfare staff wielder is like all of my checks for like knockdowns and crippling blow are still physical armor.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Everybody done shopping? Oh,
So I was telling them, not that it's uh, not that it's a big deal, but the chess piece that I found on the mage is the exact one that I bought.
yeah, what's that tell you?
Buying gear sucks.
All right. So, would you like to continue down Barrel Road?
Yep.
Or head to parts east to look for that base of operations, or head into the wilderness to the southeast and see where that other trail went?
I say we go after those other bandits. Their base of operation and all this.
Go big or go home. Let's do it.
So, to the headquarters or to the secondary, or down the road?
Well, I guess we could cripple them by hitting their smaller one and see how they react.
It might put them on the defensive, though.
That's true.
So, judging by the intel that you gathered, I'm just going to take you around, show you here. You're pretty sure there's some sort of dock or base by the water here, and the main headquarters is at the end of the Ash River, right about here.
Interrupting their docks is probably a good idea. Hit that first and then go to the main headquarters.
Sound good, guys? All right.
As long as we don't go too far east, I'm happy.
What are you so afraid of east?
Having a rope strung around my neck and being hung from a tree. Not exactly a pleasant thing.
Up ahead, you see a couple of watchtowers. This is definitely a base of.
More assholes. I can see that. There we go. A bush is much less conspicuous than a rock.
Yeah, this isn't Metal Gear. A barrel's going to look nice.
Careful where you go.
Man, you really can blend with some of these bushes. Look at me over here. Oh shit, let's look at you.
I counted about 7 or 8 of them. Not too many, but don't get overwhelmed.
I have no way of getting around them right now, so. Run, little asshole, run.
She was just repositioning. She didn't see anything. Not that you can tell.
Well, if we want to begin a fight, whenever you're ready.
You think you could get yourself up in one of those towers and start there, Lutz?
Well, I might be able to.
I can come in through the front and give you some frontline support and distraction. Or I can start the distraction if you'd like.
The only problem is there is a ladder going up the tower.
Yep, that's why I was saying I can be a distraction for you. Uh-oh, I'm in a fight.
Somebody got spotted.
Yep. I thought I was in such a good spot behind the cliff.
Looks like it was just her that spotted you. It didn't trigger the whole camp. That's good news.
Until she goes and spots them, or tells them I'm here, and I can't get around without them spotting me.
So are we going into fight?
We're only in combat with this one chick now if we want to stop her from alerting them.
Yeah. Let's do it quickly then. I'm in position though.
Oh, it's still my turn, my bad. And we didn't see her. Here she goes.
We've got company!
Later, bitch.
And with that, I begin my assault.
Oh, I just bugged out like crazy.
What happened?
I've seen this happen before where I think one person gets too far from combat and it just keeps, like, pushing them in and out of
Oh, I
combat.
see. Yeah.
If you just
Can you maybe
move
just
forward a
move?
little
Yeah.
bit, it'll probably fix it.
It stands a good chance of screwing up the, but I'll do my best. Hang on. Whoa, you have head, and you look like you're ready to give out scary quests. No, moving you didn't fix it.
I
Move
think
him
you moved me
closer.
Closer, yeah.
Put him like in combat range is what we think will fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yep.
I'm coming, Lutz.
Well, get up here quickly, would you? Oh no.
Ooh, another rager.
He's a bigger one. He's beefier. He's a ginger bear.
One of the few instances where I'm not excited to see a bear.
That was one of the storylines. There was some there was some wonderful romance with Orin and another warrior.
Nice.
That happened in a game. That was fun.
At first, I thought you were gonna say Orn and a bear.
A bear of sorts.
See, Orin's more of what he's like a dual, so he's what you call like a muscle twink. He's
Alright.
really fit, but he's
Oh
young,
my
dumb, and
god. That shield throw did so much damage.
That's
Can
why
I roll to persuade this man that I'm one of them? Then?
I always spend my money on a big
that
shield.
I've actually seen before.
I've got high persuasion. I'm very charismatic.
You are indeed. Once combat starts, though, it's a little tougher sell.
Technically, he hasn't hit anybody yet, though.
Just attack me once. I'm here to help.
Putting myself in the thick of it. Hopefully, I don't die.
Now there's a battle cry.
It's an honest one, anyways.
Not the face! Oh, hell.
Do you think if I screamed out I'm on your side, they'd believe me?
Give it a shot.
All right, it's going to be one hell of a dice roll. You got it.
Yeah, I have a
18 or
3
higher.
persuasion, so
All right. That gives you +1, +2.
+2. Oh, that's not a lot.
No, well,
Well, I believe. All right. Oh no.
Not quite. That's a bit of a tougher sell, though. So
What,
Could've
did you
used
wanna,
that.
what was the roll that he needed?
Just scream out that I'm on their side for them to just get confused and not notice me.
An 18.
Oh. I'm coming to your rescue, Lux. you could root that scoundrel, that'd probably be to your benefit.
Yeah, I can't root him, but I can do a lot of damage. Good news is I can't reach the guys over there, and the guys over there can't reach me over here.
So maybe me running into your rescue wasn't the best choice.
No, no. Oh, you're definitely gonna die.
It's okay, I've got this. In no uncertain
We
terms.
could use your armor, Cole.
Well, I cannot do anything at all.
I didn't want to leave you in there unprotected.
Hmm.
Dude, Wendor's like fucking invincible right now. Jesus Christ.
Good thing you guys went in first.
Hey, I missed, but I connected.
Might want to get out of there, Kira.
Oh, nope, he got me.
Oh. Yeah, Kira's not getting out of there. Well, the good news is now we'll have an undead on our side.
Oh my god, do I actually become an undead?
Well, I hope somebody bought res scrolls. You guys,
I have one.
okay? Well, no, you don't become an undead.
I was trying to say that would be hilarious.
We should have all started with one.
That's alright, I soaked a bunch of damage for you. That's one way of assisting, right?
It's a target-rich environment. If you soak up damage that could have killed another, of course you were the one at the front door.
That's okay. My whole plan was go in and save Lutz, and it appears in some way I did that.
Yeah, more or less. It worked. You also died.
That's okay. Death is temporary.
Sorry, I was a little bugged as well. All right, I'm better now. Hey, y'all got too much armor. It's
Dude,
like,
Wendor has so much armor.
Hey, this is quite a lot.
I have come to cleanse you with the power of the flame.
I just had a bath.
You've got to take out that 20 hit point archer.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't work. Well, I tried.
So, did you know shield throw doesn't get a miss penalty if your shield's high?
Yep.
If your shield is what?
A high level.
Oh, that's OP.
Yeah, that's why I severely
no!